Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video, wherever you are, whatever you may be doing. Thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd Family part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. It is a fantastic, fun football Friday. If you jump on here live, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Make sure to give the video a like, a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so and share the video on all social media platforms. I want to start out today's video by asking if anybody has ever, and I'm sure you have, woken up in the middle of the night. Hey there, Marcus. Glad to have you here. I'm doing fantastic. I hope you are as well. Woken up in the middle of the night, and instead of thinking it's the middle of the night, you think it's the middle of the day, and you missed something. I fell asleep last night on the couch after a long day of being gone basically all day long. I got home and took a shower and thought, oh, I'll watch a little TV and then I'll go to bed. Well, I fell asleep. Woke up and it was like 2:07, I think it was this morning. And I thought it was 2:07 in the afternoon. I thought, oh my gosh, where's the wife at? Where's the kids at? What's happened? And then I realized it was 2 o'clock in the morning. And I think that's happened to everybody. But last night, I was on the YouTube channel of my boys HBT and Christopher Burton, and the channel was called Straight Up Wrestling Show. So go to that YouTube channel, subscribe to it, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe and watch the video from last night with me and Seth Stevens on the Straight Up Wrestling Show YouTube channel. And also go to Greenville Sports Media on YouTube and subscribe to that YouTube channel. There are many other YouTube channels that you can go to by going to the Greenville Sports Media website. Hey there, Aurora. Glad to have you here on this Friday. And Aurora, I think it's the first time I've seen your name in the comment section. If it is your first time being here for whatever reason, you decided to stop by the channel, it doesn't matter. Thank you for being here. If it is your first time being here, feel free to give the video a like and a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Hey there, Toy. Glad to have you here. And hey there, I'm going to say Jim. Glad to have you here. Some of y'all have extremely long names in the comment section, and I try to cut them short so that I ain't got to say the whole entire thing. So we'll just call you Toy and you Jim. And I think it's y'all's first time being here as well. So thank y'all for stopping by. But go to the Greenville Sports Media YouTube page and subscribe, and go to the Straight Up Wrestling Show YouTube page and subscribe. Hey there, Trident. Glad to have you here. But today we're going to talk a few different things. Hey there, Alexia. Glad to have you here. I love seeing all the names in the comment section that I don't recognize, because it makes me think all of y'all are new here, and I hope you are, because I like seeing the channel grow every day. And I'm also trying to help out the Greenville Sports Media YouTube page and the Straight Up Wrestling Show YouTube page. So feel free to go there, subscribe to those, and check out my YouTube channel, which there's a link to on the Greenville Sports Media website. And you can also go to Greenville Sports Media on YouTube, and there is a channel called Wrestling and Racing, and I'm on there every week with my man JJ talking, well, wrestling and racing. And the Straight Up Wrestling Show is basically just a wrestling YouTube channel, so if you're a wrestling fan, check it out. And Trident, you are MSG. I'm assuming you mean Madison Square Garden. And Aurora, if you're here because you're bored, it's okay. I will entertain you for the next few minutes. And Aurora, wherever you are in the world, and I say that because I have people all the time that stop by that live in other countries, so not everybody on here is in America. Wherever you are, tell your friends, tell your family about the channel, tell them all to subscribe and give the video a like and a thumbs up, and make sure you share the video on all social media platforms. This past weekend, Ryan Blaney won the USA Today 301. So, of course, he automatically goes to the next round of the playoffs. Josh Berry, second. William Byron, Joey Logano, and Chase Elliott rounded out the top five. Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson, Michael McDowell, Ross Chastain, and Chase Briscoe rounded out the top 10. Now, NASCAR says they're thinking about going back to the old playoff system where there is no playoffs. You just start the season and everybody accrues points all year long. And they're trying to drive ratings up because they do okay till football starts. And then when football starts, the ratings drop. But I really don't think it matters what they do, because back in the 90s, when NASCAR was in its peak popularity, I mean, football was popular, but not like it is now. Back in the 90s, baseball was America's pastime, so it was no big deal to race on Sunday afternoon, because, you know, baseball has never been like football where there's a game on every channel. You know, you have your regional team in your area on Sunday afternoon whenever they played, and then you have the Sunday night game, and that's it. But it was okay because there's not much competition. Now, with football being so popular, I don't think it matters what NASCAR does. Once September comes and football starts, your ratings are going to dwindle. And I think I have about 1460 Aurora, somewhere along in there. So I think I have more than 1,000, but not quite 1,500. But my next goal is 1,500. When I started the channel Aurora, I wanted to get to 100. Then it was 500. Then it was 1,000. And now it's 1,500. I try to be realistic, and wanting millions of subscribers, I know it's probably never going to happen. If it does, it's going to be a long time down the road. So I'm trying to get to 100 and 500 and just build that way. And we've almost reached 1,500. But thank you for the kind words. Doug Meacham is the interim coach at Oklahoma State. He'll be coaching his first game this weekend since they fired Mike Gundy. Now, Doug Meacham is their offensive coordinator, but he's going to be 61 years old in December. And, you know, a lot of times when you hire somebody to be your interim coach, if they do a good job in the interim, you make them the full-time coach. That rarely happens, and usually if it does, you give the interim coach 2 or 3 years tops. You don't give them a big, long, huge contract. But in Doug Meacham's case, since he's almost 61, even if you name him the full-time coach, you think he's only going to get 2 or 3 years at his age. So I don't know if that's the right thing to do if you're Oklahoma State, because then you've got to come back in 2 or 3 years and find another head coach. But I do wish Doug Meacham the best as the interim coach of Oklahoma State. Hey there, Karen. Glad to have you here for today's live video. And Karen, I do post just about every day. Not quite every day, but just about every day I do a video. Philip Montgomery is the Virginia Tech interim coach. And if memory serves, Doug Meacham at Oklahoma State and Philip Montgomery with the Hokies are both in their first year as offensive coordinator for their respective teams, and now they're the interim coach for their respective teams. Basketball starts in a little bit less than a month in the NBA world, and if you have not seen the picture, Zion Williamson looks like he lost a 12-year-old baby as far as how much weight he's lost. Now, he still can't shoot, and I don't think losing weight makes your shot get better. So he still can't shoot, but hopefully, with me as a Pelicans fan especially, this losing weight means he can at least stay healthy, because carrying around 340 pounds on your knees, running up and down the court, can't be healthy. So hopefully, with all the weight he's lost, he'll stay healthier. So now he's got to work on his shot, because losing weight might make you feel better and look better, but it's not going to make you shoot better. So hopefully, Zion will have a career year as far as staying healthy. He's always had phenomenal numbers with points, rebounds, all that. He just can't stay healthy. Since he's been in the league, he's missed more games than he's played. So hopefully he can turn that around this year and actually play more games than he misses. And thank you, Aurora. Send that to everybody that you know, and I'd greatly appreciate it. And I mentioned this a couple weeks back, but I didn't go in details. So today I'll give more details in case you haven't heard. I think the rule was already passed, but the NBA is going to eliminate counting a missed shot against you if it's the end of a quarter. And when I say shot, I don't mean like a layup. I mean, you've seen, times where teams inbound the ball and it's end of quarter, end of half, and, they'll heave-ho a half-court shot. Well, now if you do that, that no longer counts against you in the field goal percentage department. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And I had a feeling it was coming, because last year there were times where players get the ball and they get to half court and they just hold it because they don't want to shoot, because they know more than likely half court shot you're going to miss it, and they didn't want to destroy their field goal percentage. That is the dumbest thing ever. If you're not going to count when they miss it, then you shouldn't count when they hit it, because you shouldn't get credit for making a shot, and at the same time it don't get counted against you for missing a shot. That'd be all of a sudden like in football, when a quarterback throws a complete pass, you count it. When it's incomplete, you don't count it. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. The NBA in the last 10 years have gotten so soft, it is ridiculous. And it wasn't this way in the 90s, but LeBron James has came along, and he's gotten so popular. And we all know how soft LeBron James is. He's 6'8", 270 pounds, and if you breathe on the guy, he falls down, and it's trickled down to the whole league. They are so soft now. Thank you, Aurora. You can come back and finish the video later on. Hey there, Bleach fan. Glad to have you here. But I've never heard anything so stupid in all my life that now they're encouraging you to take that half-court shot, because if you make it, it's 3 points. If you lose it, it doesn't count against you. Next thing you know, they're going to say free throws. When you make them, they'll count. When you miss them, they don't count against you. Hey there, Kyrie. Glad to have you here. And you are in Canada. Well, thank you for watching from Canada. I really appreciate that. But we're just getting softer and softer in the NBA world, and I hope it doesn't trickle down to other sports. I would hate to see, like I said, in football, quarterback, incomplete pass, no big deal, complete pass, it goes against you. That's like in baseball world, when a pitcher throws a strike, it's a strike. When he throws a ball, it doesn't count. So when you see his pitch total, it's just going to say 60 strikes, 85 pitches, but there's no balls recorded. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. It's all part of the game. Made shots count. Missed shots should count. It's okay, Kyrie. It is mainly a sports channel, but I do top 10 countdowns once a week, and some of those are about movies, music, could be about sports, could be about restaurants, food, vacation spots, holidays, movies, TV shows. You just never know. So it is mainly a sports channel, but it's not a 100% complete, fully only sports channel. But also, even if you're not a big sports fan, you can come on here and watch a live video and leave comments like you are now that are not about sports. And I'll respond to people's comments as long as it's a human and you're trying to carry on a regular, complete conversation. When you get these robots on here that only respond being stupid, I ignore those. Or when it's somebody that comes by and don't even watch and just leaves a comment and get a reaction out of you, I don't respond. But if it's somebody that's actually on here watching the video and leaving comments as I go, I'm totally fine with it. Your comment does not have to be about sports. Just try to keep it clean and keep it rational, and I'm totally fine with it. Hey there, Rayanne. Glad to have you with it. And one more quick thing back in the NASCAR world. This week is the Hollywood Casino 400 from Kansas. That'll be at 3 o'clock Eastern Time, Sunday afternoon. The bottom four right now in the playoffs are Ross Chastain, Austin Cindric, Tyler Reddick, and Darrell Wallace Jr. Let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. If anyone gets a message from me about canned meat, don't open it. It's spam. And that does it for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of three. Tell your friends and family how much you love them. Bye.